I'm Tim, I'm 40, and I came to see Daniel because I'd been ill on planes, been sick on planes for most of my life, from being a child of 7 or 8, and on virtually every single flight I've been on for the next 20 years. I've been ill on it, and I've had huge amounts of anxiety, and it made travelling very, very difficult. I love to travel, and it meant that I was worried about every flight that I went on, and I believe in kind of being proactive and trying to do something about it. And I wanted to kind of, got my own children now, I wanted to take them abroad, and I wanted to see somebody. I'd never seen a therapist before, and I found Daniel online, and I came to see him. I didn't know what to expect, and I've always said to people that I'm not scared of flying, and it was incredibly frustrating. Kind of people wouldn't believe that. They just assumed that I was scared of being on the plane. I'm not. And it took Daniel about kind of 5 minutes to tell me that I was actually anxious about being sick itself. I had a phobia of being sick, and I realised actually it wasn't just something that was happening on a plane. It was happening in everyday life as well, and affected me in different ways. And over several sessions with Daniel, we had long conversations. I didn't know what to expect about the hypnosis, but that was fascinating. And since seeing him, I've travelled to America, I've been on long haul flights, I've been on short flights, and I felt so much better. I haven't had the same kind of levels of anxiety. I've been able to be calm and enjoy the flight and play with my kids. And it's just allowed me to kind of open my horizons about what I can do in the future and where I can go. And it's massively, I'm massively grateful to him for helping me understand myself better and putting me in a situation where I'm able to do things that I was worried about doing before, and actually enjoy the thought of going on holiday. In my last session with Daniel, I happened to mention that I've got a bad back. I've had a bad back since I was about 13 from playing rugby, and it would often cause me pain. It's been causing me a lot of pain recently, having been at work. I'm a teacher, having to stand a lot of the time or mark a lot of the time. And I mentioned to him that I was having problems with my back, and he said, I can cure that. And I thought, I was far more sceptical about that than I was about the flying, because I kind of thought, well, the flying's in my head, that's possibly something that he can deal with. I thought the pain in my back is something physical. But he said, no, I can sort that out. And he did a couple of techniques with me. It took maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and it's absolutely remarkable. Since then, I've had very little pain from my back at all. I'm back running. I'm planning to do, it sounds really cliche, but I'm planning to do a half marathon next year. And it's absolutely incredible that so many of these things are linked to your mind. And all it takes is someone who knows what they're doing to kind of speak to your subconscious and, like I say, help you to understand kind of why these things are happening, and just perhaps give yourself a break sometimes. But yeah, I think if you have any issues that you want some support with, that you feel that talking to somebody and having somebody kind of get inside your head a little bit and help you understand what the problem is, I'd really suggest that you can talk to Daniel, because I think he's done a brilliant job for me.